Welcome, friends, to the Monday Manifest. All right, right? Are we good? I think we're good. Okay. Anyway, hello everyone. Hello everyone. Chaos Hand 56 here, and I'm trying something a bit different today. Usually I record these videos via OBS, but I haven't really been too thrilled with the quality. Part of that might just be the limitations of what I have, or just the fact that I don't know exactly how to make it any better, so to speak. But yeah. Anyways, I had already recorded today's Monday Manifest, but I fucked up because I didn't realize that my voice modulation, which I always have on, I use voice mod, and I paid like the little one-time fee to get all the different voices because I like it, and I like the fact that it's got a built-in noise gate and everything. But for some reason, when I was using it today, I put it on the Android setting, like a literal like robot voice, which I'll go ahead and toss a segment of that into this video just so you can see how grating it is.
Till this year, like a few months ago, actually, is when I started streaming those games, because one of my viewers was like, "Hey, you should play Sly Cooper." He actually mentioned it a few times, and I kind of
like, it's cool to use during gameplay and stuff, but it's not really cool to have on for a 20+ minute video because it will probably make your ears bleed. It's not pleasant. Like, it definitely sounds like I guess a robot voice, but it's not cool. But yeah, anyways, welcome. This video, I'm trying this out on my actual camera. I don't have a DSLR. It's like this Sony HX or V400, something like that. Goddamn, I don't know. It's basically a very good point and shoot, but it's still not a DSLR. But the quality on this should be higher than that from my webcam. But I just got to figure it out. I've got the C925E. It's just, even messing with the settings a lot, it always seems kind of blurry. Although that might just be from encoding and then putting it up to YouTube. I could just be talking out my ass. Maybe it's just because my monitors are all TVs, like 22-inch TVs. It's whatever. Anyway, enough about that. You probably saw from the title splash that today's subject is Sly Cooper, because I have been playing the Sly Cooper games lately, and I fucking love them, by the way. Like, I really love a lot of the cartoonish PS2 era games and characters. I had never played Sly Cooper, not because I had any reason not to, not because I, like, didn't like it or something, just because I never did. Like, there were a lot of games that passed under my radar, or just that I never got, because back when I had a PS2, like, back then, I was a kid, and I didn't have fucking money. So I basically just had whatever games my parents allowed me to get and all that, and that series just, I never got into it. Now I kind of wish I did, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad that my first time playing it was recently while I've been streaming. I actually have all of the videos from the first 3 up on my YouTube. Well, this YouTube, I'm on YouTube right now. But, like, I fucking love those games. Like, from the first one to Thieves in Time, I enjoyed the entire series. Just, I enjoyed the voice acting, the art style, the music, like, the controls. That, I think that was one of the biggest things for me, is that the controls on all of those games were super fucking tight. Like, they were really good in every situation. Like, anytime I fucked up, it was because I'm not fantastic at platforming and other things. So, yeah, that would be the major reason why shit didn't work out. Not because, like, the controls weren't very good or anything. I mean, and it's funny because they throw a lot of different things in there. There's twin stick shooters, and the first couple, and I guess, yeah, there's actually in all of them. There's twin stick shooter areas, which I know that sounds random, but it just really fucking works in the situation, and they put it in so seamlessly that it doesn't really feel out of place. Like, there's that. There's racing games. There's a few other things kind of sprinkled in there in various areas. Especially in Thieves in Time, there was a lot more interaction with the other characters and little like mini games for different things, and I enjoyed that a lot. Like because in its core, Sly Cooper the whole series is a platformer. Like it's an action platformer. We'll call it that. That's like the meat and potatoes of it. But it also has a bunch of other intuitive little mini games and stuff thrown in there. It has really good storytelling. Like I said, I really love the voices, and I love the fact that there's 4 games in total. That throughout all 4 games, the voices are all the same people, like from game to game. Because sometimes in series they'll have to like swap out voices, which sucks because it's a little jarring to have a different voice for the same character. But yeah, they had the same voices throughout all of them, and it just felt really smooth, and I really like the humor of it all. And that's the thing I noticed. Like around that era, about the same time, Ratchet and Clank came out, Jak and Daxter came out. There was something else that I was thinking of, but I can't remember. There was usually a lot of things with like duos, although in Sly Cooper's case, it's a trio. So But there's just something about that era of PS2 games that was really nice. Like the cartoonish styles, the voiceovers, like everything just worked out really well for those games. And they're classics. And I'm really glad that I got to experience Sly Cooper because it's fucking fantastic. Like, I can't say that enough. And I probably sound like I'm just like gushing, but it's true. It's probably like one of the quintessential PS2 games that people should play if they really enjoyed like other things in the same vein. Like that, I highly recommend it. And I know the way I played it, like I have a PS2 and I have a PS3 that's backwards compatible with everything, but it was honestly cheaper for me to just get the Sly Collection, which is like $20, I think, and that's for the first 3. No, that's not even $20. I got it. It's like $15 plus tax, And $15 for 3 games, like 3 fantastic games, is a fucking steal. Granted, the first game is quite short. I think I beat it in like maybe 10 hours. It was 2 streams. The second game took me about 5 streams, so that one was probably more like about 20 hours or so. The third game, I actually beat a little bit faster than the second one. I'm not sure why or how. I might have streamed longer. I'm not sure. It's funny because I edited and put up those videos not that long ago, but I can't remember how long most of them are. Like, I generally don't stream for more than 4 or 5 hours at a time, unless I'm playing a game that I really enjoy. So, but yeah, like they're really good. And then Thieves in Time, I think, is also like $10 or $15, something like that. It's fairly cheap. But all of those you can get on PS3. Or they're also on PS Now, the subscription service. Granted, it's been a while since I used that because I have such a big backlog of games on other systems and stuff. I was like, I can't really warrant having a subscription service for it. But later on, I might do something like that. We'll see. Like I said, my backlog is really bad, and I try to play newer games or games that I've never played before on stream because I like sharing like the experience and my reactions and everything like that. But yeah, the downside of that is that I can't. I mean, I could stream forever, but then Twitch would probably ban me for like health reasons because if you stream too long, then they start like getting freaked out and all that. But it's just there's a lot of games. And my focus, if you look through my videos, my focus is usually older games because I have a lot of older games that I still just haven't played. And, obviously, then that means that I don't have to buy as many new games because buying new games all the time gets expensive. But, yeah. Those games, I definitely highly recommend. The first game, it's pretty much just about, all the games are about Cooper. He's the main character, obviously, but it's very focused on him, and he's the only character you play in the first game, which doesn't take away, like, the first game was the first one I ever played, so, that was just like, oh, well, this is the game, this is okay. And, because it's Cooper, Bentley, who's a turtle, and, Murray, the hippo friend, who is also probably my favorite character. Sly's awesome, and Bentley's awesome too, but I think I still like Murray the most. I feel his pain with the weight jokes and stuff like that, but he's also fucking amazing. But yeah, the first game you're just playing as Sly, through the whole thing. Granted, like I said, there's still interactions with the other characters and all that, and mission briefings, and there's a lot of story, but you are just playing as Sly. In the second one, they introduce hideouts where, because before it's pretty linear actually. In the first game, like, you just have the chapter select, but in the second game onwards, you have a hideout where you can choose between the various characters. And yeah, so in the second one, you can play as all three of them. Granted, in each area, you have to get past a certain point before you can unlock playing with each one, because they each have different missions to do. But that expands the game so much more, because each of them have their own moveset and their own things they can do. And like, there's hacking and racing, and there's a bunch of other stuff. And it's just crazy, like, how much is in it, all things considered. The third one opens it up even more because there's more characters, and then the fourth one does this kind of the same thing the third one does, where each area you kind of have a different person you can use for various things. But like, that kind of like changed the whole game, honestly. And the second one is probably my favorite. Although, like, the third one, in Thieves in Time, is fantastic. That was one of the things I had talked to a friend about, because apparently Thieves in Time had, like, mixed reviews. And while I was playing it, I was trying to figure out where, because it handles just as good or better than the previous games. And there's just a lot of extra shit going on, you know. And they bring back the bottles, which is nice. Like, that's the thing, is in the first one, it's not necessary, but it makes the game, like, a bajillion times easier. But every area you go to, there's 20 to 30 clue bottles, where when you smash all of those, you can open up a safe. And in the first game, every time you opened a safe, it gave you a new move. That's how you got new moves in that game. From the second game onward, you got new moves and gadgets by buying them. I can't even remember what you used money for in the first one. I know you had money for stuff. God, it's, you know what, it sounds dumb because it's only been a couple of months since I played it, but goddamn, I can't remember what you use money for in that game. I just know you can collect a bunch of it. But yeah, there's a ThiefNet thing that you use the money for in the second, third, and in Thieves in Time to buy new gadgets and new power-ups. And Thieves in Time has like a bajillion, but it's also a bit easier to make money in that one because there's a lot more treasures and like pickpocketing and stuff you can do. So, but it's like, the whole series is pretty fucking fantastic. Like, after playing the second one onward, the first one would probably feel like a little bit more like a drag, but still, it's a fun game. It's still a fun game. It still has good platforming, but just like the way that it expands out from the second one onward is pretty amazing, and how the story flows and everything. So definitely, Sly Cooper series, if you've ever considered it, or you've ever been curious, I would highly recommend it. Like, either a playthrough of it yourself, or like if you enjoy like watching people play through games, I'd suggest watching it. It's just like the humor and everything. It's a very good game. It's a very good series of games, I should say. Which brings me down. I'll probably put the link to my own playthrough at the bottom, just because why the hell not? Why I mean, it's my YouTube. I'll advertise my own shit. But yeah, because I played through all 4 games. I only have the first 3 VODs or sets of VODs up, because I just finished Thieves in Time a few days ago, so I have to clean that up and everything before I put it up on the YouTubes. But plus, I think I want to wait to put that up. I might edit them all and then like put them up as a batch, just because the fourth one actually has like a secret ending that you can only get if you platinum the game, which I gotta check the trophies that I don't have. I'm pretty sure I've gotten most of them, but I mean, I know I still need like a bunch more treasure, and there's like these little emblems you can pick up in every area, so I'll have to double check that. But I mean, I'm just saying right now, like, it's a fantastic series. So if you were ever interested in it, I would highly recommend trying it out. Like I said, for the collection for the first 3 games is like $15 on PS3, or like if you're cool with a subscription service like PS Now, all of the games are on there. And I mean, you could probably beat all of them in less than a month, so you definitely get more than your money's worth. But yeah, like, they're awesome games. I know I sound like a fanboy talking about them like that, but they are. They're really fantastic, and I'm really glad I had the opportunity to play them on stream, and like the people who wanted to see it were there, like, hanging out. And I like it when people are there for the game. It's kind of nice when people are there just to chat with you, which I have a lot of people like that too, but you know, sometimes people are just there for the game, and that's okay, because I mean, honestly, there's a few streams I go to where I'm like, they're playing something I really fucking love, so I want to check this out. But yeah, just, that's my take, is Sly Cooper series, it's fantastic. If you've ever wanted to play it, like, I'd highly recommend it, especially if you're into action platformers with a good story, good art, good music, all of that shit. Yeah. And I would say, oh god, sorry, I had a brain fart. But I was gonna say, just so you know, this was like a spur on the moment thing. Like, I was finishing up Thieves in Time the other day, and that's when I thought, hey, I might as well talk about this. Granted, you know, it's not a very long video because I'm not like outlining everything about the Sly Cooper series, but I just wanted to let people know that it is a fantastic PS2 era game. Well, it is a PS2 game, you know what I mean? But yeah, and definitely, like, it's good to try it out or check it out. Like, either way. Or if you have it and you've never played it, play it. Or if you find it, like, at a store, buy it and play it if you have the right peripherals for it and everything. But yeah. But I thought of that subject, like, at the end of the stream, because I never really think about what to fucking talk about during these Monday Manifests. So, if you have a suggestion of a game or topic or whatever that you want me to talk about during the Monday Manifest, then feel free to let me know in the comments below. I know these kind of vary from, like 20 minutes to upwards of an hour, but the time I was talking about Final Fantasy, there's like no concise way to talk about that series, especially if you're actually kind of rattling off the games, which I was. But yeah, like, if you have a suggestion, just let me know below. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe and check out my other videos. I don't know why I'm pointing behind me, because there's nothing there. Maybe I'll edit in videos. I don't even know if I can do that. Probably could. I'm not fantastic at editing, but I'm learning. But yeah, just thank you so much, everybody, for watching this week's edition of the Monday Manifest. I'll try to work on getting the next one out earlier, especially if I can find a topic earlier. But yeah, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys next Monday. You have a fantastic rest of your day.